Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to Echo Arena VRML. I'm Palidore, and we've got ourselves a couple of OCE games for you tonight. So first, starting off with Pineapples versus Echo Japan, the second time we've been able to stream them here in these first couple weeks. So great to see Echo Japan back in it. Great to see Pineapples, who we have not been able to stream yet this season. Saw them a few times in Season 2, so glad to get them back on stream just as well. The players are all in it, and we are ready to go. So, yeah, been a busy day for sure, and glad to have you guys joining. In the chat, see Pineapple Lads. Well, welcome to it. I wonder who you're cheering for. As well as Tipu and Cam Jam and Real Zeros and Gundam. So, thank you guys for being here. And if you happen to tune into the streams earlier on, we just ended an hour ago. We had a bunch of great North American games, 3 Master Tier games as well streamed, and was starting to struggle at the time in terms of voice just to keep up with all the hype, because there was a lot of it. That said, in the last hour, I made myself some egg drop soup, and I'm rocking, reloaded, ready to go! As are these teams, you can see here.
He's in the game, but he's not in the party.
That is correct. Yeah, it kind of throws people off sometimes because I joined in as a spectator, well, as a player, and then I restart into spectator mode, which takes me out of the party, so... not an uncommon thing at all. But with that, yeah, we are back into it. And, oh yeah, Cam reminded me about channel points. Trying to do those predictions at times. Here, I'll try and get one up going right before we start. Let's see. Oh, and there goes my soda bottle. That's okay, I didn't need it, I still have soup. Alright, going off to round 1 in just a second, and I'm trying to finish this poll for you. Make sure you guys vote on the right ones. I had a mistake earlier that was kind of like that. There we go! So round 1, underway. Pineapples on the orange side, we've got Echo Japan over on blue. So it'll be Jun with the disc first here. Got Luke and Nor as well as Yuki on this team. Over on Pineapple's side, well, it's Manly Pineapple, as well as Hollow 79, Silent, and Charismic. Or Chris MC, probably. So here we go. Getting it underway will be Luke with that disc. Off to the other side, trying to find maybe a rolling bounce pass over to the teammate there. But Manly Pineapple gets to it first, slaps it into the mid zone, and back to the rad logo. So Chris with the disc and Pineapple, Manly that is, getting it through. They're going to boost across the floor, but Nor is there to take it back. Now back to the mid-zone. Chris again with a snag. And again, back into the blue. See, OSX. Oh, let's see. Ashisu. Hopefully I said that right. I'm sure I got an accent wrong in there somewhere. My apologies, but thank you for joining. I'm sure the OCE Discord and the Echo Japan Discord may be getting a little viewing party in again. Saw those the first couple times with our Echo Japan teams. Silent with a disc, gonna be stunned in a not-so-silent manner. And Yuki with some bad manners, but in a very good way for their team, with a stun and the delivery into the orange zone. So they're gonna try and gather themselves and maybe find some points here. Still scoreless in the first minute and a half of action in this second round. All the meanwhile, back to the mid zone, as it gets cleared into the pocket, or into the trap rather, and sent out to the opposite tunnel. So these teams kind of exchanging possession, not firm control had for either team for all too long, as it will be Echo Japan now, rolling up the floor. Looking for a pass, nice one, open goal, there it is, Yuki gets the first 2 points for Echo Japan. And they are on the score sheet first. So, gotta love it. Cam Jam betting 2K on the aforementioned team, it seems like. See Eric Medina in there from Real Speed, welcome to it. Rooting for Echo Japan. And Pineapple Lads, complimenting the shot there as he watches his lads play in VR Master League. So Manly Pineapple slapping it to the bubble. And that's gonna bounce off the wall. A rebound here will be had by Nor. Nor gets that through the left lane. Now Silent, trying to find someone to boost with perhaps, but instead it will be Japan, Echo Japan, Yuki again. Let's see, up top, but the defense from Chris, maybe denying a nest cut, so good job by Chris, but Nor still with a pass, trying to get it over but Yuki unable to gather it off the barrier. Still taken by Luke. Luke back again. This time the defense from Pineapples is diving out, and this enabled the open shot for Luke. Echo Japan up by 4 points. And Eric saying, AKA Zizzy. The very tongue-tying name who we saw earlier on. Okay, I'll try and keep that in mind for next time. But yeah, good matches early on for sure. All our matches in that primetime NA slot were spectacular. So many overtimes and round 3s. That said, over here to this first round still in OCE. We've got June with the collection. June with a juke. June with a pass, but unable to find the teammate on the catch. Luke is there in the bow tie, so some good communication, but a little too low on the reception. So Chris is there for Pineapples to potentially gather this one and dish it out into the blue zone. So it'll bounce pretty high. And quickly on the recovery was Echo Japan, so 4 players, all of them getting back into the bubble pretty quickly. But now a snag by Chris. Chris been doing some good plays in the... That was really poor grammar. Making some good plays on the defensive end. A lot of this midfield brawling and turnovers are caused by Chris so far. That said, turning into maybe another goal attempt. Let's see. Nora is in the area, as well as Hollow. Hollow slaps it back to the mid lane. And that one is going to be through to the blue as well. Welcome to Mike Ward Draws for joining in the stream here tonight as well. Again, we have some back-to-back OCE matches for you. As Hollow, another clear. But yes, following this one, we have Leviathan versus Hydra, which is going to be another exciting one to watch here tonight. 2 talented teams. And the clear by Pineapple is going to be taken by Hollow. So more of a back out, I should say, by Pineapple. But still scoreless yet. We're exactly halfway through this round. And just a narrow advantage being had by Echo Japan. So still anyone's round, anyone's match as they spread the floor. There's Yuki with the disc trying to get it past the defense, and they do. Hollow is there as well as Manly, and Manly takes the disc. We'll roam up to the front. See the defense from Japan starting to take place inside this bubble, so looking for their angles if they can, and unable to convert. And yeah, 5 minutes is indeed forever, especially in Echo. I mean, these games, they go by at a blazingly fast pace sometimes. Sometimes it's more slow and defensive. We've seen both of those tonight in these streams across the day. But, you know, equally exciting for sure. But in the context, you know, of score-wise, yeah, 5 minutes. I mean, teams could score in just a few seconds off of a very fast launch some of these times. So definitely only down by 4. Not too out of hand yet, but they do want to get something going rather soon. But there's a stun, and up top to the trap, there's Nor the recovery. So maybe some opportunities for Echo Japan to score for a 3rd straight time. Nor just kind of baiting out the defense from Chris, and we'll try and deliver one to Yuki, but being slapped out by Silent as it's taken back by Luke. So Luke having it stolen, however. There's Manly Pineapple off that corner. Gonna go pretty close to that bubble, and inside maybe a chance now for the first points, but Luke is there first for Echo Japan. And instead, still scoreless, is Pineapples as it goes back into the mid lane. Trying to grab this disc, gathering it off the side wall. Silent is in the area, there's the brawls coming out, so trying to fan the floor. And they'd be a fan of some scores if they can get it, but instead scoring him was Nor. So Norium can't ignore him. He's doing a fantastic job on the defensive line as it almost goes in for 3. So we actually just saw one of those yesterday, I think, in some of these OCE games, and almost had it again, but we'll be Hollow with a disc and right back again. 3 minutes left, still plenty of time, but it is winding down piece by piece, second by second. So over at the side, it's June with a takeaway, trying to juke. And gets that disc over to the opposite end. Now everyone looking for some stacks, coming in pretty quickly. There's Nor, trying to recover, and they will. Has Luke at the back pass if they need it. You can see Luke kind of calling for it, just letting his teammate know that, hey, if you need me, I'm right here. But looks like maybe won't need him quite yet, but getting awfully clustered there. June able to successfully clear it down. Now that's going to be a rebound off the bounce, and Yuki once again. Echo Japan, they're up by 6 points now. So definitely drawing out this gap a little wider, making it tougher for Pineapples to be able to recover here in the latter portions of round 1. So on this rollout, there's Hollow, a quick pass off to Chris, couldn't quite reach him, but Silent will take it over. Silent now looking for maybe a clear and boost with Hollow, and that's going to be picked off. Manly Pineapple now sending it to the deep end. Hollow there for a recovery. The defense inside the bubble. You have Luke, and Luke gets the save. So an ambitious shot taken onto the goalie. And the goalie just saying, no problem. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to clear it. That said, a little bit of a problem on the clear, but again on the pass out, or the throw into the goal rather. It's Nor with a recovery. So Pineapples, they're getting it onto the blue side of the floor quite a bit, but I think needing to look for some more of these passes if they can, and find their teammates inside the bubble, because, yeah, with that backliner inside the goal, it's just going to be a big, load of work trying to squeeze it through a 3-point shot when you have a defender able to just secure it and eye down the offense as they approach. So seeing if they can get some going, get those communications going, it's always a big part of Echo for sure for teams to do. Is another 3 nearly goes in from full court just about. Second time this round. But yeah, just finding the communication, basically always offering your teammates options. So by the time that one of your teammates is about to recover the disc, you want them to already know where the next pass should be. There should be another teammate positioned somewhere, whether it's on the bow tie, on the barrier, it doesn't really matter. But, give your team the angles and make sure on your communications, you're just saying that, hey, if you get that disc, you can pass it here. You can pass it to Cloud, where Silent was. You can pass it to Bowtie, but just giving them the options so they don't have to play the guessing game of, where that next pass is going to go. Right now, Echo Japan doing a pretty good job of holding strong and maybe completing a shutout with 9 seconds left. 8 seconds now in this first round. One more fling into the orange zone, and that's going to bounce close, not quite in. But let's see, 2 seconds left, and just missed. But still yet the victory had by Echo Japan in round 1. 6-0. So we'll go over to the gameplay, the score screen, and take a look at the stats, again, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg. And as you get your eyes on that, just excuse me for a brief silent minute as I hydrate. Sunday Hype! Cam Jam, what's up? Alright, and I'm back. Again, pardon me. Kind of one-man crewing it here, but definitely wanted to stream this game. Just gotta make sure I'm keeping on top of the hydration. So I can cast some of these matches for the rest of the weekend, But yeah, round 2 about to start, and yeah, you guys didn't hear wrong. I said Sunday Hype, even though it's not Sunday, but apparently that's a thing in OCE, so I'm happy to oblige. Love picking up those phrases from the region, of course, Dusty being the most favorite of all. As June takes the disc first, and it's going to be a ramp clear that just goes back into the orange zone. So as these teams gather their stacks, some nice brawls from Manly Pineapple. And this just might enable a score from Chris. Let's see, 1-on-1! Oh, but the save, it's actually might be off the head of Nor. So Nor just providing the defense again and again this round, and last round as well. So will be a unsuccessful attempt from Pineapples to get a score going. They still have some opportunities, however. Hollow trying to work in a pass, maybe. That's going to ricochet right the way of the teammate. Silent, but couldn't wrangle it. Cam Jam redeeming Hydrate, and I will again in a moment. Thank you for that. But yeah, Mike Ward draws in there saying Pineapples do a lot of clearing when no one's there to recover. And yeah, this kind of goes back to, again, nothing wrong with clear and boosts per se. But if you're doing clear and boosts, hold on, a clear and goal maybe. No, it's Luke this time. But it's the case where if you're clearing it, just make sure you already have a boost ready or you're looking for it. If you're playing more of the passing game, nothing wrong with that either, of course. Just make sure you have a passing lane available. I mean, those two different styles definitely big topic of discussion, whether you're in North America, in Europe, or OCE, across the regions. It's been a thing, as a ding is indeed a thing. They try to go once more, unable to score and break this cap, but finally off of the tap from Silent. And that is a loud and proud goal. They've got their first 2 points. There you go. But as I was saying, across the regions, different metas utilized, certainly. I feel like in Season 2 of VRML, OCE was kind of a mix between NA and EU, especially towards the end. You had a lot of really unique styles, a lot of Cs, admittedly, but you saw more and more with the passing plays as well as clear and boost towards the end of Season 2 for OCE, and they started to do it expertly, especially at that top level of this region. But whatever style you utilize, just make sure you utilize it well. Yeah, stay mobile if you're clearing, or stay well positioned if you're passing. Either or, use it to your advantage. That said, Nor sending it off to the left end, the orange side of the floor. And again, maybe offering an opportunity for the score here. First score of the second round for Japan. Couldn't get it. Yuki the miss, and a interesting ding, and the recovery, but couldn't make it into the goal. So Yuki another attempt, but not quite there on the hit. So Luke and Nor trying to get to the opposite side. The goal is open, but not finding the home quite yet. So let's see what they can do here. Chris taking the disc and trying to maintain control and gain control. But look, Luke, he is all of our fathers on that recovery, showing the defensive duties and cleaning it on up on that aisle. So well done to Luke as well as Nor, both of them showing the defensive clamps on some of these attempts by Pineapple. So Luke couldn't get the hits, and that is out of there. So off into the boost, there's June and Nor lining themselves up. I like that. Look at that one. You had June going to the goal. Meanwhile, his stack buddy just split off to go recover the disc. So nice job to, you know, kind of define the roles. Who's going for the goal coverage? Who's going for the disc collection? And you like to see that kind of communication and organization as a team. With Chris, it's going to be Nor now, actually another take, and that's going to be sent off into the left lane. Once again, on out of here, offering some opportunities as these teams try to gather their stacks. Going to be close to the bubble. And recovered, looking like a boosted player for Japan, indeed. June getting the disc back. So June has the cross pass, a little bit past the fingertips, but it was a good look. Meanwhile, Manly Pineapple trying to gather it and contest Nor. Pineapple doing a good job to get back onto the other side of the floor. And now if they can find their boosts, you know, they'll have some opportunities. A good leash coming in as well, actually, from Pineapples, but now everyone missing the disc. So that will go back to Yuki. And Yuki trying to back that out, but taken by Manly Pineapple. Manly Pineapple! And that is a finely placed shot. 5 points in round 2 for Pineapples. And shout out to Gundam as well as Klex. Stream stickers. So correct me if it's not working, but I think if you hover over the Twitch player, there might be, should be activated now. Stream stickers you can redeem, which just will play on the minimap area there, just to kind of react to the game as it's happening or support the teams. I mean, it's only a bit, basically, to prevent some endless spam as Nor gets another goal to go. First of this round, granted, but Nor definitely lighting up the stat sheet in the first round with some defense and now putting in the offense, so first couple points. But yeah, only a bit. A pretty penny, and you can redeem those and kind of have your name and reactions featured on stream as a bunch of GGs are being redeemed at the moment, so there you go. I guess the 1 bit isn't good spam prevention after all. Not that we actually mind that much. Indeed, love the support. And right now, supporting themselves for a great shot. It's Yuki. White hot. And ties it up. Second round, turning into a good one. How about that? Just when it looked like Pineapples were starting to find some momentum, Echo Japan answered the call. They said, no, we're going to take it right back. And we get some back-to-back goals. And like Pineapple Lads in the chat said, wow, instant comeback. And that it was. So needing to stabilize for the Pineapples. Hollow rolling out and seeing if they can make something happen here. There's Chris with a reception. Going to try and take it in on the defense. Dangerous. And that's going to bounce high and bounce out. So all the meanwhile, Hollow with the disc. Good pass there. I like that. Bowtie pass to Manly Pineapple, but a good snag from Nord. A defense again. Defensive stand again. All night long, it seems. As they boost down the floor, look at it. All 4 of them in full force, but overshooting the disc. They'll still get it back, but now a very chaotic recovery into the fling will bounce to the mid lane. So they did good on the speed, but as is often the problems with stacking, it's not only about being fast, it's also about being precise when it comes to chasing down that disc, as it bounces everywhere. So Nor, actually June with the disc, over to the Bowtie. Nice catch to Luke. Luke, a sideline flinger, and just patiently waiting was Nor for the bounce. So nice recovery, maybe a crossover, and the goal, but I couldn't get it again. It's tied up in here, and now another ding. Oh, that is tough. 3 minutes left in the second round, and that could have been the lead for Echo Japan had they made it, but they'll still have another chance with another passing play here. So it looks like the opportunity may be lost for a moment, going back into the midfield. And slapping it, there's Manly Pineapple, but struggling on the clear. So actually gets back to the other trap where a good boost comes in from Silence. And now retreating into the goal. Oh, that's very close. And they need to be careful here because 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. With the pace of this game, I think the next team that scores it could very well be the winner of this round. So, I mean, they need to get on their heels and be playing to win as they play for the goal. Yuki Yokoyama with the great goal. Timely goal. 2 minutes left after this joust, and they've got themselves the 2-point advantage. So that could be it. I mean, we'll see. This is a very, very defensive game we're seeing in this round. Obviously, 2 minutes is a lot of time, but just kind of based on the eye test, what we're seeing with the way that these plays are unfolding, you know, there's not a lot of rhythm going on for Pineapples now. They started the second round off with some good rhythm, a couple goals in a row, but now it's just it's starting to fall apart just a little bit, and they're trying to prevent another scoring run from Echo Japan because it's starting to look dangerous. But Pineapple's getting to this side of the floor. That's going to bounce off the bottom and taken by Nor. Midfield, Pineapple's there now onto their side of the arena. But look at that, really quickly on the recovery. There's the stack boosting away 2 players in the goal. Uncontested, there's the punch! Oh, the save! Manly Pineapple! Looking manly and brave! That was a huge save because that just kept them in this match. Now they need to turn it into some offense if they can. There's Chris, the recovery. Now what they need to do after that clear, find a stack, find a leech. They need to find some speed either way. Some real speed, if you will. For real, though, this game is turning into a crunch time, exciting one. As Manly Pineapple tries to gather that disc once again, but back into the left lane, to the top trap. Starting to squeak by, but no, it's Hollow. So let's see. They can tie it up here with a 2-point hit, and they need it in the next 40 seconds. And yet another one going out the way. So these lanes, I mean, they're trying to get it back in and find those passes, but you can see it there, just not really an option, a passing option when they get back on the disc. So they just kind of are forced into some of these slaps and then nowhere to go. So that's what they got to be careful of here. 20 seconds left to go. It's still on the blue side, and the game is still potentially in the hands for a comeback. But 13-12, and if those boosts don't come through mighty quickly, this is going to be the second round in the game, going the way of Echo Japan. 5 seconds, and that is Hollow with a disc. Needs to just fling its hero style, but that is out of there. And it will be the victory to Echo Japan by 2 points in the second round. Very, very close. So, very, very good games as a speech redeems some hydration after my speech, or casting rather. Thank you for that. And we'll go to the score screen, check out what we've got to offer and what the score sheet says. We do have to actually go to the next match in the next minute, so it won't dally too long. But with that said, it was 9 points from Yuki. Strong effort there. Luke with 2 points. Nor with 2 points and 8 saves, and then June with 31 stuns. Over on Pineapple's side, you had Hollow with a save and 16 stuns, 3 points for Manly Pineapple, as well as 3 saves and 2 steals, and 65 stuns. What the? Okay, Madman. Chris with a steal and 38 stuns, and then Silent with 2 stuns. And with that, we do have another match coming up next, which is Leviathan versus Hydra. So stay tuned for a master showing from OCE real soon. Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VRML Season 3.
Trap walk there in the far side trap, but it was a beautiful bounce. It was, the trajectory looked perfect to me from my angle, and it was another opportunity there. Snowy Blue, and that's going to be our first goal of the first round of the first game of Season 3. A minute 9 in, going to Snowy Blue here for Tier to kick us off. It's Season 3 for Master Tier. I am so excited to look at that. Look at that Joker is out of the tube and at midfield in no time at all, and just like that, Brad, knife through butter.
Oh no.
They just slide it right in, and they're up by 2 in 10 seconds.
Poor Froggy was there in the area, sends it to the Bowtie. Now over at Bowtie, there's Ninja Knights, just juggling it around and waiting for the defense to be baited out. Now they enabled this shot, but look at the save from Stody. Stody, the hot start, not only on the offensive end, on the defense as well. There's Stody again. Stody just doing a little bit of everything, all by his lonesome. A little shot fake and whirl around and juking into the oop. It's 7 points for tempo, and Stody is feeling hot.
Will be Cam Jam off the right shoulder. If he can find a few points, he will find the pass to Cosmo, but the save yet again.
It's getting more active here for Redshift, but getting tangled up in the backfield. What a stop there by Kaznaz on the shot from Kong.
Towards the other side of the arena, but Space able to pick it up, and he's going to reset it back to the goaltender, Flynn. And so Flynn looking for the cross pass in the own zone. Looks like they're just trying to keep control of the disc here and have a controlled exit of their own zone instead of just clearing it down and chasing after it. So some great passing here from the Upside Down team as Flynn takes the disc and gets the disc to Space down in the right hand tunnel. He'll go for the open end shot, but it's going to hit off the geometry. That small little block there gets in the way sometimes. He's going for a rebound, he puts it in off the backboard. It's in for the first 3 points of the game.
You're expecting certain levels of greatness, of course, but Redshift, do not sleep on them, because these guys, Kaznaz just as much as anyone has game scores here. You know, they surprise.
Yo, my name Andrew. Hi, my name is Andy W, and I play on Four Kings.
Hi, my name is Chrome, and I play for Four Kings.
Yo, my name is Cruisin.
We want to grow as a team. We're kind of a new team, and I've never played with Cruisin or Ender before, and I know we have like a new chemistry, and I think it's going to be good, but I kind of want to see that grow.
I honestly think one of our biggest strengths is that we're all like friends, right? So it's like I feel like we can grow over time and become better because we're homies and friends and lovers.
Naturally, we're just better.
They have been looking for this championship, I think you could say years. They have been hunting this down. They've gotten so close how many times? They got knocked out in the semifinals in ESL 3. They got knocked out in the finals in a 2 back-to-back best-of-5 series against Illuminati in the preseason. And now they unlock that next level that nobody else has been able to get to yet. And they come out and they dominate the season.
Just got past me, he got it. Turned around as the clock was winding down, he nailed it for 3. And as he released that shot, as it was sailing in, that was kind of when they started. And it took a while, it took a few seasons, it took time. It just that exact right mixture of chemistry, of accuracy, of just devastation on offense, on defense. And that's why, despite anything else, you gotta love stories like that, where they don't start at the top. They didn't. They didn't. But they started with some promise. They built upon that to reach the top of the mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joker has just won the championship.
Team Joker, after years, after seasons, all of this time building up to this moment, they are the champions of VR Master League.
They beat their rivals. The first time they play them in the postseason was yesterday, and then they just beat the rivals in the final series in this best-of-5 without resetting the bracket.
Team Joker, after their 2-year rise to prominence, once the Joker and now the King, your Echo Arena champions of North America here in Season 1 of VRML.
Oh my god, that was sick. It's insane. There's sex smoke, right. Back, cross. Sniper shot with 3! Let's get it, boys. We're down, but we're not out. I have so much hype running through my veins right now, you don't even understand. No one's close to us. No one's even close.
I have an idea. I have a plan. About to change the evolution. Wait to shake the ground, you feeling moving with the revolution.
Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to VRML Channel 1, and we've got ourselves Leviathan versus Hydra. So grab your water, your Hydra flask, and get ready for an entertaining match between some recognizable names in the OCE scene. Now these teams, last I was checking, they're trying to organize which side was which. So I got all kinds of tangled on exactly which where the rosters were. So Real Zeros and Gish and Kopesh are, but I am confused. These teams are on sides. That's all I do know. With that, we do have This is the second of just 2 streams on this block for OCE coming in tonight. As we do have all 8 players at least in the area, so it's looking like Leviathan is on orange, I believe. And Goblinity, Ducks, yeah, okay, cool. So Hydra on blue, Leviathan on orange. We're set to go. Of course, over here on Leviathan, you have champions from Season 2, including Real Zeros, as well as Gish Nishku, who was looking mighty, well, nasty just last week. If you guys saw some of those epic saves and plays that we had going on. But with that, the teams are looking ready to go. For you guys over in the Twitch chat, thanks again for joining. I'm Palidore, of course, and let's go. The first round underway, and again, yeah, shout out to those channel point rewards and what have you. For you guys wondering what they're all about, you can go explore them now, because wanted to show that a little bit of love here this last week, because people have been asking for more things to spend on, so you got it. You got it. Picks, you got the angle. As Gish over to Zeros. Real Zeros over to the Trench, and that's taken by Kopesh. Kopesh, the pass, nicely to Picks. So carefully up the floor they go. I'm really liking this pass work we're seeing here from Leviathan. As the Real Zeros takes it back, sends it up, but nabbed off by Largo Dragon. So good mid lane defense and pressure being had, but Gishinishku is still the recipient eventually of that disc. Over to Pix now, as Pix just dances around the floor, waiting for some plays to unfold. We'll be up here to the rebound. Largo tapping it out to Gish. And I'll throw it to the sideline cams real quick as they jam it in for Pix. And indeed, Cam, I can start a poll really quickly here. There we go. You got 2 minutes to vote. Leviathan, Hydra, be merry. Be safe and good to each other. Wait, that's later. All right, so Slaymish with a disc has to be aware of the defense. Kopesh is right there for the snag and not quite on the shot. Maybe rebound, and the second try, that one's gonna be good. Leviathan. They got themselves a 5-point lead now off those first 2 goals. And how do you vote with channel points? Granted, I'm not really sure exactly how it works. I don't. Apparently, there's some restrictions depending on region, maybe. So I'm not fully aware, but in any case, should be there on the Twitch client somewhere. High, low, left, right. I don't know. I'll just name all the directions until you find it. But nonetheless, trying to find this disc. There's Largo Dragon. Almost gets the goal, but Gish Nishku swoops in and saves the day as Largo Dragon gets it right back for his team. So Hydra now on the approach off to Goblinity. Goblinity rolling it with no one in the area in terms of defense quite yet, so just has a free lane and gets it to go as a result. Goblinity was covered just as he entered the bubble, but pretty much had the walk-in up to that point, so just able to capitalize fully, and it's 5-2. And ooh, some big bets going in, it seems like. What, 39k channel points favoring Leviathan. So to Gish. Gish sending it over to left tunnel. Zeros has it stolen. Goblinity now with a disc. Goblinity checking all over for an angle, maybe trying to look for a teammate, and does find one eventually. The pass isn't quite there, but will still collect it. Largo Dragon up to the cloud. Some good defense from Pix, and Pix, indeed, the pick off the disc. Or the ball, as I see Twitch chat was talking about in the intermission there. The ball, the disc. The puck. But yes, over here with a frisbee, it's Pix saying, "Did you miss me?" And that I did. Saw Pix on the stream last week and some of those awesome games that we saw. Slaymish here with the disc is going to break away, and 3 defenders for Leviathan trying to gather and now get back into the other end of the floor on defense with some success. Goblinity passing it off over to the teammate on the bottom. There's Largo, but being stunned out by Pix, though again with the mid lane bothering, and that's off into the blue zone. Collecting it first off that side wall. Slaymish is there as well as Gish to the race, but Largo Dragon taking it away. Will bounce off awkwardly, though, to the top ceiling. And picked by Kopesh. And Pix now. passing it down. Gish Nishku, a lot of strength behind that one, couldn't quite find a catch. All in the meantime, thank you to the Twitch chat for the follows there. See OO and JRJC. Vrazio as well. Thanks for the follows and the cheers in the chat there. As these teams really turning into a big brawl in there in that trap, as Goblinity tries to seal this away and find some control for their team. Duxie, or Dux, if you will try and get that through. The unsuccessful Largo Dragon now on the barrier contesting that, but Gish will try and pass it off. Now Gish waiting inside the goal for maybe a back pass if they need it, and I think they may have needed it indeed, but instead it will be a turnover perhaps going the way of Slay. Mish, and trying to not miss, but getting stunned. Out by Kopesh as Pix gathers that again. So Pix through that lane, looking behind, Kopesh the shield, and meanwhile a second stack coming in for Leviathan. Will be Kopesh taking that away off the backboard, the rebound, and the putback. 7-2 for Leviathan. Kopesh, right place, right time off of that initial miss. And JC Blast saying, I just joined the VRML Discord, just need some help with stuff. Yeah, definitely go ahead and, pop into any of those channels. If you need something like rule specific or clarifications, you can go into the support channel and open a ticket with the mod team. They're very responsive. All that does is open a literal private channel in the Discord, so it's nothing third party or whatever, so you don't gotta worry. If there's, small questions that I could answer, I could definitely help with that, of course, in between rounds, so let me know. Just depends on what you need. But that said, the community is here and glad to help and glad to support as always, as that clears straightaways into the blue zone. Goblinity is able to get that recovery. Meanwhile, the stack forming out and trying to collect that one right back, but Goblinity getting it again. So trying to find that control if they can. A lot of chaos, however, unraveling minute by minute as we approach the, under 4 minute mark now of the first round. 7-2, just a light advantage, but Largo trying to scan the situation and finds the back pass. Nice shield as well, so I think for Hydra, they need to try and press up on this if they can, win some brawls and press that offense, but the offense there, a little too ambitious as there was a goalie able to snag that right away and right on the goal, a little bit off Kopesh missing, but Zeros cleaning up. Zeros to Pix, and Pix sticks it for the 9-2 advantage now. Definitely some advantages for Leviathan, for Hydra that is on the other end, but Leviathan ultimately punishing off of a couple mistakes and got themselves a few goals advantage with 3 minutes to spare still yet. From Blast saying I need help with throw speed regrabs, which is fine as a shot. Oh, almost online. But then the third thing you put there, throw speed regrabs, Joker trains. One of these things is not like the other, but indeed the fundamental of Echo Arena, the regrabs, the throwing, things like that. It's like a sport. I think coming into something like Echo Arena, the thing is, a lot of the skills don't translate from, hold on, really nice shot from Real Zeros. 12-2 now. I was gonna say, a lot of the skills from typical games, don't translate to Echo, or to VR in general, right? You come into Echo Arena, you can't play it as if you are playing Rocket League, even though they are conceptually similar. Really, you gotta play it like a sport. The learning curve of Echo Arena and the entire gameplay, it's a lot like a sport, so it's all about that muscle memory. Essentially, and the team play, the communication, positioning. If you've played any kind of sports, basketball, football, rugby, soccer, hockey, doesn't matter. If you played anything like that, I mean, that's basically Echo in a nutshell. Just comes down to practice and to muscle memory. Right now, some good muscle memory on the team play. I really like that from Hydra. Just tough go things because of the stun on Slaymish. But otherwise, that was an excellent series of passes and maneuvers down the floor for Hydra, just having a tough time cracking through that defense of Leviathan, it would seem. So, opportunities are there, and might still be yet if they can get back to this end of the floor soon, but taking it right back by Zeros. But back to the whole sports thing. Again, think of it like this. If you're new to, say you never played basketball before, and then you go to the park to go play some pickup games, you'll probably feel a little bit slow. You'll feel a little bit awkward, maybe incompetent. That's just the reality of sports, right? When you first start out, you feel so much slower and awkward compared to everyone else. But then you stick with it, for some days, some weeks, and suddenly that muscle memory comes into play, and then it's like you've been doing it all along. It's like riding a bike. It just takes a little time at first. But that's pretty much exactly how I like to describe Echo for new players. Learning curve is like a sport. That said, definitely showing some very, very good team play and good sports indeed from the side of Leviathan, as they are able to hold a near shutout throughout this round. Just the 2 points conceded is all to Hydra. Hydra, though, about to get it going for a walk-in dunk, and there you go. Maybe enough to get them feeling good for this next time around. 12-4. So first round definitely going to Leviathan, but hey, a lot of the times, those last scores at the end of a round can still be good to carry over a losing team into a victorious next round. So we'll see how that plays apart. 10 seconds left. A quick rollout here will be had by Zeros. Zeros quickly passing it off to the bottom. That's gonna go up high. Ceiling picked up. One more, and no, it's gone. So with that, round 1 to Leviathan. So again, I will send you over to the stats screen, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg. And meanwhile, I'm gonna hydrate, so pardon the silence, since I'm kind of one-manning it right here. Okay, I'm back. Cam Jam asking, what sport are you into? Do you play basketball? Yep. Well, nope. Yes and no. Before Echo Arena, I played basketball basically. Well, in high school, I played it every single day at lunch, and then after high school, I played basketball over at the local park, usually 2 or 3 times a week, pretty much every week for upwards of, I don't know, 10 years or so. But once Echo came out, well, Echo came out. And it's been Echo since then for a lot of my sports fix. But that said, yeah, basketball is/was my thing. Also, big fan of it, watch it all the time. But that said, big fan of Echo, watch it all the time, cast it all the time, and we're just in time for the second round starting here. That's going to be dangerously close to a goal being scored, but just bouncing way back out, and Stack's kind of slow to get back on the front line as it sails back to mid. Now up top to Ducks, and Ducks up by the cloud. The defense back in a hurry for the side of Leviathan. A chance to score here first. Will they get it? They do! Slamish! You see? Without fail, it seems like. I'm telling you, once you have the round intermission, the round 1 ends, you take a breather, go into the next round, things change. For that matter, the team who scored last in the previous round, oftentimes, they can come back feeling better the next round. We saw that 2 or 3 times in matches today, earlier on. So with that, already back on the scoreboard. And let's see if Hydra can build on it. Make this a very interesting second round. That said, taking it back was Zeros. A rebound from Kopesh. Oh, the headbutt, but didn't pay off. Oh, the brass, the brazen, the guts on that. There's a lot of words I want to use that I couldn't. But man, oh man, that would have been beautiful. And instead, that's just going to be a clear. Ugh. That would have been one of the only, that would have been the third time, I think, we've seen it on VRML stream. We saw it a couple times from Meatball in one of those games, or one of those cups a few weeks back. But man, those headbutt goals for 3. I love the idea, because hold on, the shot coming in from Goblinity. Just to clarify, for those who don't know, because I know there's a lot of new folk in Echo these days. So if you throw a 3-point shot, this bubble here, this bubble is the 3-point line, essentially. If you throw a 3-pointer and it misses, but it gets headbutted in on a rebound, it'll still count as 3. It only turns into a 2-pointer if your hands touch it, basically. So that's why he went for the headbutt. It wasn't just a you know, hot dogging attempt. It was an actual practical use of the headbutt to try and secure it, perhaps. Although it may have been kind of in the 2-point zone. But, again, the idea is sound. The idea was sound. Because we have seen that. I've seen it from Meatballer twice over in North America. I've seen it from, I believe, Kung once in an exhibition match that we streamed on, like, Channel 3 at one point. Yeah, so that's the mentality behind the headbutts. They do serve some practical purposes. It's very difficult to get practice with that, at least at first. I'm still not good at it. Granted, I don't play Echo quite as much as I cast it these days, but yeah. But yes, currently it's also to answer the question from Mike. It is me controlling the cams with a controller here. So everything you see and hear, currently me. But of course we have a big team at VRML, and they have a big score for this team on Hydra. Look at it. They are looking much, much cleaner on these passes and these conversions in round 2. You love to see it, because now it is indeed a match, and suddenly it's Leviathan on their heels. That's what you need. And that's what you want on these streams. Let's see these tense games go to those third rounds. Gishnishku trying to stabilize for his team if they can. And I like the comparison. I think it was Mike who said, you know, the idea behind Echo, so simple on paper. It is, this game is incredibly simple on paper. But like any sport, like any great game with longevity, it is infinitely complex. No match is ever exactly the same, and that's why I can do this for days and years at a time. That's why these players, same thing with them. Look at these players, again, coming back from, many of them, most of them coming back from Season 2. And after a few months break from the seasonal play, obviously, they're still putting work in, because just look at how, for anyone who's watched these streams last season, there is definite improvement, you know, month to month in Season 2, and now between the off-season and the start of Season 3. I mean, it's very, very clear who's been putting some work in on these teams at the top level of OCE, who was new to the VR Master League in Season 2. Prior to that, the last 3 years of Echo, we did not have a competitive league in the Oceanic region. We just didn't. There wasn't enough to support it, and yet now we have something like a dozen teams in Oceania. We have a couple teams for Echo Japan, as well as their own league. Right now, trying to dogpile it on into the blue bubble will be taken by Leviathan. So they're really in need of a score, and they will, in fact, get it. It took them several minutes here to get their, just to get their 4th point. I mean, they've had to work hard for it. Credit to Hydra for putting on the clamps. See, JC3 Live also stopping by in the chat. Welcome to it. Happy to see you. Stay hydrated, says Disrupt, and thank you for the positive disruption, because that would actually be very handy right now, as you can tell. So, I will have my drink at the ready, and holding steady, it's real zeros. Wow. Just like that, 1 point lead, and just like that, a 1 second drink. Wow. Cheers for that hydration reminder as we continue on into the second half of this round. This is anyone's game now. It was looking like Hydra had some solid momentum, and then putting a break to it was Leviathan doing, well, what they do. Again, we have returning champions here on this team, and Leviathan. And you can see why. I mean, they're not getting bothered at all, but near that goalie. Neither is Hydra. They got themselves a 2-point game. What a match so far. This has been a very, very enjoyable one, I gotta say. Not that it's unexpected. A lot of hype votes on this match on the website. A lot of people wanted to see this one streamed. For good reason. For very, very good reason. So, Zeros rolling out a pick from Ducks. Getting it to Goblinity. A little bit of dubstep disc. Trying to get that pass over, but that's going to bounce awkwardly to the wall. So retained by Goblinity and sent to the trap. It's going to be picked by Slamish. Slamish now sending it to the bottom. You can see a bit of that rectangular formation unfolding between the 4 players, and that is excellent spacing in general. That's what you want to prioritize as far as if you're going for the passing meta, passing style play. You want the spacing. You need to give... Basically, if you're one of your... if you're on offense, You want to give your disc holder, your QB, 2 or 3 different passing lanes at all times if you can. You know, space out well. Don't cluster, because that's how you get in trouble. That's how, when those clusters unfold, that's when you start seeing these 50-50 discs go every which way, where neither team can really gain control and it goes chaotic. But then the teams that space out the way that they are, as a nicely paced and spaced pass goes in, but just a better grab from Goblinity. I mean, a strong push into the goal there from Leviathan, but just denying it once again was Hydra. And then right back into the orange zone, it's Leviathan with the disc again. And now dancing one-handed was Real Zeros, squeezing that pass to Kopesh. Kopesh is going to bounce that waywards into the blue zone and taken by Slay. Slaymish needs to get rid of that quickly, but Pix takes it and will not find the goal, unfortunately, but the teammates are there for the recovery. There's Zeros, the flourish, the finish. And it's a 9-9 tie with just under a couple minutes remaining in round 2. What a match once again. All right, crunch time, ladies and gentlemen, so buckle your seatbelts, grab your popcorn, and let's see what highlight play we're gonna get next as Largo Dragon maneuvers in to the orange zone. Duck's calling for that disc. Duck's gonna send it back out to Goblin. Goblin has some options, trying to break free on the defense, but playing really tight, breaking loose, so it's Goblinity. Now they're back up by 2 for Hydra. 1 minute in this second round remaining, and now Leviathan needing to answer the call. All right, so here we go. 53 seconds left. Immediate joust. And the very efficient. Look at that. Oh, the goal's open just for a second, but couldn't find it in time. Zeros will back it up. Trying to find the cutter. One more, perhaps a picks. And going to Zeros. Takes it. Sticks it. It's a tie again. And it's 11-11. Real Zeros that time. Throwing down. This is... what a game. 30 seconds. What a game. What a game. All right, so Hydra, they need to score here. Else it will be a potential overtime for this match, which, you know, I wouldn't mind, but let's see. Losing the disc, however, to Zeros could be dangerous, but Largo gets it back. Needs to be careful. They have 5 seconds remaining. There it is to Ducks, but getting stunned, so it looks like with that, the punches being thrown, the disc being thrown, and we are throwing ourselves into an OT. Oh boy. All right, let's see it, folks. Let's see. 2 minutes on the clock. We are in sudden death mode. Now, gotta be careful, because a lot of the times if teams overcommit to these, it becomes dangerous on one of the floor. That said, both teams trying to play it back a little bit. That's gonna be slapped out of there, and now gonna fold into a brawl at the bottom, so throwing some stuns, throwing those potatoes, and there's picks as well as Zeros. Looking for the up high goal! And Real Zeros wins it in the OT! Oh my goodness! 14-11, and what a clutch hit! Absolutely bonkers. With that, Leviathan! Levia win. What a round. Shame that it couldn't go to a third, but no shame in how these two teams played today. That was delightful to watch, needless to say. Wow. So 14-11 with that bouncing goal. And man, oh man. Are these players producing some just top-tier highlights in OCE these first couple of weeks of casting Season 3? But with that, what a game! What a game! I'll here end that prediction for you. Get you guys your points, your hard-earned points. But man, we were so very close to that round 3. So close indeed. But what can you say? The experience paved the way from those championship players. Again, Real Zeros and Gishnishku. They've been there, and they've just done that. Again, here in this game in the clutch. But you know what? Love what I saw. Hydra putting in a fantastic fight of it. Can't wait to see them again as well on the next stream, whenever that may be of them. With that said, though, that is it for probably the night. Probably. At least that's it for this particular cast. But been a long day, but a very fruitful one in terms of amazing games. Many round 3s, many OTs. Again, I believe that was maybe our 4th overtime today, 5th, something like that. We've had a lot of overtimes on the streams today. So hey, it's been fun. With that though, there's your stats once again. Credit to IgniteVR.gg. So give you a quick read and look-see at that. It was Kopesh with 7 points. 2 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, 38 stuns. He had Pix with 6 points. And 1 assist, 20 stuns. Real Zeros with 13 points, 1 assist, 32 stuns. And Gish Nishku with 2 assists and saves, as well as 10 stuns. On Hydra, it was Goblinity with 8 points to lead the offensive charge with 2 saves as well as a steal, 11 stuns. Largo Dragon feeding the beast, or the goblin, if you will. 3 assists, 12 stuns. Slaymish, not too shabby either, putting in the 7 points, 2 saves and 16 stuns. And then for Dux, 3 assists. So again, getting in on those special deliveries to Goblinity and Slaymish. Just gotta love it, you know. Feeding the hot hands is as important as anything else when you're playing a game. So, putting in those assists, always love to see it. But that said, Leviathan do take that victory. Did I miss any redemptions or any other things like that in the Twitch chat that you guys would like addressed? Hydrate, which I did and do and will again. Thank you. Really need it today. A lot of casting. But worth it. So, with that, let's see. Camjam saying got 400 channel points from 21k-ish. Yeah, well, most people did vote for Leviathan. Like, most of the points were in favor of Leviathan for that, so the pool was rather low. Then again, though, if Hydra had won, the people who vote for Hydra would have been very, very, very rich in terms of channel points. So that's kind of the trade-off, though. In any case, fun times. So we see Ducks stopping by in the chat there. Welcome to it. Also, GG's. And Technical Rex, Gundam, Mike Word, again, thanks for joining. Vriazo. Had to say it slow. Getting tongue-tied a lot today. More so towards the end, though. Tends to happen. But, okay. I think that'll probably do it. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for tuning in whenever you tuned in, whether it was live or in the VODs. Thanks to the teams for playing and for the excellent games. And, yeah, I've been Palidore. This is VR Master League Channel 1. We're in Season 3, second week of a very long season. And with that, all of you guys, please be healthy, happy, safe, and good to each other, as always. And I'll see you very, very soon. Have a great night. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.